Action. Hey, Science Seekers, what's going on? We are getting close to the end of the school year. This is our second to last episode of the year. And stay tuned for our next episode. Tomorrow will be our final episode of season 1, The Science Seeker Show. We had a good run, and then hopefully you guys stick with us all the way to the end. Final episode will air on Thursday. Today, we're sitting here with Ayush. Ayush is another one of our Mead Magnet students. He is from Margaret Mead Junior High, and he is a 7th grader. He is going to be sharing with us something that he's done. A lot of kids throughout this quarantine time have taken a lot of time to just do things that inspire them, and they reflect on what's happening with the coronavirus right now, and Ayush is no different. So Ayush, why don't you tell us about what you did, and then I'll go ahead and share it with the community.
I wanted to share about the coronavirus because I know that many people don't get the information and are unable to just know about how serious and how big of a problem this is. So I made a website which just talks about all about the coronavirus and just tells people and gives people information.
Cool. Okay. So and did you coded this, you said?
Yes, I coded this.
So how does that work? You mean like computer coding?
Yeah, I used HTML code to make this website.
Okay. All right. So let's take a look at your website here. All right. If we look, I'm going to refresh it. It says Life Beyond the Coronavirus. Okay. So you used coding, something that I'm assuming you learned a little bit more
Yeah,
of throughout your time at home. I think you mentioned to me in one
yes,
of our Google Meets that you were starting to learn how to code more using in your spare time. Is that correct?
yeah,
So is this
yes,
kind of like a
yes,
product that you've created now based on your skills that you've harnessed?
yes.
Cool. All right, let's take a look at it. So information, this first piece, wow, this is quite in depth. So is this all information just about the coronavirus?
Yes, this is all about the coronavirus, how it spreads, and the symptoms.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and click. Why don't you tell us what is Tracker? What is this about?
So I was looking for a tracker that I could input in here, and this place called Our World in Data has it. They have a free open source embeddable chart which you can play, and they've given all rights to everyone because it's on the public domain.
Oh
So
wow,
I decided to embed this in here because this is one of the best sources I could find. There's also, if you scroll down, there's another source. If you,
hmm. Oh, okay. You can also visit
yeah,
this one. Okay, cool. Wow,
yeah,
that is, I mean, this is pretty cool. I love the graphics. The
yeah,
infographics here are amazing. I mean,
yeah,
the fact that it shows this changing within our world, we can really see how it's a pandemic
yeah,
through this tracker.
yeah,
I gotta tell you, that's really cool. I like that source a lot. All right, precautions. Can
yeah.
you explain what's going on here?
So precautions are how we should protect ourselves and be careful in relation to these guidelines. And I have links to the exact guidelines and a video explaining. And if you, at the bottom of the page, there's a link to a YouTube search which has more in-depth videos about the coronavirus.
Very cool. All right, and then what are we doing and fun things to do at home? You want to elaborate?
So the first part of it is what we're doing and how school has changed, extracurricular classes have changed. People are now we're using our time to get better at skills that we don't really practice, and people are companies are using robot workers, etc. And
Okay.
then at the next part of it is the 21 things we can do at home to just keep busy and have fun during this time, such as solving learning to solve a Rubik's cube or starting a blog and
Okay.
things like that.
That's awesome. Okay, more of that mental health thing, and then form of positivity. Looks like we
Yeah.
got a. Is this a path?
So this is it's a Padlet that's in the
Oh, that's
chat
fun.
format. If you scroll to the top, there's
Oh, there you go. Okay.
something I've just written it, and then I've had one person post
Yeah.
on here, and
Wow.
it's just a way to for people to just help
Mhm.
others and communicate their
That's very
stay
cool.
positive.
Yeah,
And
it's a nice
the
thing
feedback
to
is
organically
still
do.
in the working.
Yeah, we can see how it's continuing to grow. What I like about your entire thing here
Yes.
is that this one website has so many different links to so many different resources. So it's a good one.
Yeah, and if you from the homepage, if you click the about me, it just takes you down to just
Cool.
a thing I've written about.
Hmm. Okay, perfect. Okay, well, you know what? Here's the thing. I wanna do a couple more highlights real quick while we're at it. One of those is I wanted to show everyone, since we're on the Science Seeker episode, Sakanya from last week's coronavirus special took the information from her Padlet and she created this uh, word art, clip art piece, which I thought was really fun to kind of help us end the year and end the season. And she took all the different words that people were putting on those Padlets and did this with that. So I wanted to do a quick show you guys that one. And then I also wanted to just, try and wrap up this episode by saying, you know what, Ayush, what you're doing today is pretty awesome. I appreciate the fact that you listen to your parents and, they kind of gave you some hobbies such as coding. And now you're using coding to help benefit not just you, but our community. I think that's really cool. I'm proud of you for doing that, man.
Yeah,
Especially seventh
this
grade.
was one of my. This is basically my first like big project with HTML, and I decided like, why not just use the benefit the community.
Yeah, you know what? And I think that's the best thing we can do right now is stay positive and stay healthy. And that means staying engaged. Okay. So all the way to the last day, we're talking about second to last day to school, and you're still making, websites and doing the stuff as an extracurricular. And I feel like that's so
Yeah,
important. So all of you
yeah,
science seekers out there, I want you guys to remember that you can certainly continue to evolve and grow with a growth mindset. And that's something that you're showing today here, buddy.
yeah.
You and all those other students that we've interviewed throughout.
I had been thinking of making something to like benefit the community, but once I saw like the other people who had made like projects, I took inspiration from them, because like the form of positivity, like that's from Alyssa and Sukanya, and the tracker,
For
like
this.
just it. I took inspiration from my peers.
It's awesome. So, congratulations, buddy. Science Seekers, will see you for the final last episode of season 1, which will air tomorrow. Peace. All right, hold on.